Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Now then, why are we looking at our defunct Zroad Hunter, you might be asking yourselves. Well, despite this being a cheap Chinese truck, I do quite like it. It is quite entertaining. However, approximately, well, just over a year ago now, I was using it and the motor went pop. And I thought to myself, well, I'll do a nice video. Instead of replacing it with a brushless setup, let's go for a better brushed setup. So I bought one of these cheap Chinese brushed setups off eBay. I think it's a 12-turn 550 motor and a cheap sort of brushed ESC. It's supposed to be a matched pair, but unfortunately the ESC supplied basically can't handle a 550 motor, and after about 60 seconds of use it conks. I mean, it just overheats and stops working. You have to wait 5 minutes or so till it cools down, and then it's off again, and then it just basically repeats the process. So unfortunately that put a kibosh on that video. I did try cooling the motor, I tried cooling the ESC, to no avail. So basically this thing has languished underneath my desk for over a year and a half, and that video is long since been abandoned. However, the other day my brother works at Wheelspin Models in Cannock, and I fixed his toilet for him, and in payment he went and bought me, he said, I know what'll fix that. So he went and bought me this Hobbywing 1060 brushed ESC. Now he says this will do a 550 12-turn motor. We shall find out. So that's precisely what we're going to do today, because if I remember rightly, this thing was quite nippy for about 60 seconds until the ESC kept overheating. So we're going to reinstate, we're going to try and see if we can get this thing going. But this time we're going to actually use quality parts. I will of course leave a link in the description to where you can go and get this thing from. So let's see what this Hobbywing Quicrun 1060 brushed ESC is like. And it says it's got 60 amps, it says it does up to 110 scale trucks, so we're all right there. I'm dying to see what the top speed of this thing is like now. I will go back to my original video and quickly check what this thing did. But anyway, let's get on with it. Now, before we bung it in the car, let's just see what you get in the box. You obviously get the ESC itself, which is quite small and compact actually. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. But apparently it's 60 amp and waterproof. We get a set of instructions, it looks like. We get some self-adhesive tape for stick it down somewhere. Instructions, yes. We get some pre-tricked Hobbywing stickers. I can get them out of the box. And some little zip ties. They're pretty cool. The pink ones are definitely going on the body. Anyway, let's have a look at the car. Now, installation should be pretty straightforward because it's just a matter of swapping like for like. I mean, I've got a Dean's connector on this thing, and there's bullets for the motor, so there's no issues there. Size-wise, it is a little bit smaller actually than the ESC that's supposedly for this motor. So it is a little bit more compact, so that'll make the job easier. We've got some jumpers on the top. I think that might be for battery chemistry, but I'll have a look in the instructions. But like I say, we've got an on-off switch, and obviously that goes to your receiver. It should be dead straightforward to swap this. So I'll go ahead, unplug all this lot, shove this one in. Right then, everything's installed. I'm outside at the moment, back to try it. I've got my little GPS speedometer, that's zeroed. Basically, we're going to see if this thing cuts out, and I want to see what the top speed is with this 12-turn motor at last. The original top speed of the original car was 20 miles an hour. So basically, we've got 20 miles an hour to beat. So let's give it a whirl. Well, so far so good, and we've actually got an improvement with the top speed with that motor, 25 mile an hour. That is with the original lithium-ion battery. Let's stick a LiPo in and A, see if this thing cuts out, and B, see if we can get a bit more speed out of it. Right, I've just been messing around with it, and I put a fresh LiPo in it just for the hell of it, and I've got 27 mile an hour out of it. So far so good with this little Quicrun ESC. It's proving to be quite reliable. I'll tell you what I have noticed with this 12-turn motor though, is these little LiPos get warm, but I must admit it's freezing outside, and they do make nice hand warmers. I mean, the actual ESC itself is staying quite cool as well, which is good. Right then, back inside. Well, what did we think of our Hobbywing Quicrun 1060 brushed ESC? And well, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, isn't it? I mean, it no longer cuts out, and it goes 7 miles an hour quicker than the standard truck. So, what's not to like? It's done exactly what it was supposed to do. I mean, it just shows you if you spend a little bit extra, then you get something that actually works. I mean, these cheap ESCs, it would probably be all right on something like a little 390 or perhaps even a 550 of a much higher turn, but it just can't cope with a 12 turn 550. But the Hobbywing did. My other point that I was going to make is you don't always have to go brushless either, or spend an awful lot of money to get a little bit of extra performance. I mean, I think this motor was a tenner. The ESC was retails about $24.99. It's not an expensive upgrade really to get another 7 miles an hour out of a truck that only did 20 in the first place. So again, you know, you don't always have to go brushless, and you can make something a little bit more entertaining and fun by, you know, chucking 35 quid at it. So would I recommend the Quicrun 1060 brushed ESC to you guys? I'm going to say absolutely yes. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Big thumbs up to my brother for suggesting it and supplying it. It was well worth fixing his toilet for. If you found the video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar future content. It really makes a big difference to the channel, guys. I will leave a link in the description, and I'll catch you again very soon.